Yo, Troy here, Zero Ground FPV, baby, CheFPV. But today, we're going to just hit up blackstardrones.com or quadcopter.nyc. So Gannon over at quadcopter.nyc is a huge supporter of myself as well as Zero Ground FPV these days. Just an awesome dude. I met Gannon when I actually went up to the Liberty Cup. He gave me a place to stay. I needed a place to stay in order to participate and go up there and be a part of the event. Otherwise, I wasn't going to be able to go. Basically, he offered for me a place to stay. Come to find out, he's just a really great guy and just an awesome vendor in the industry. Gannon has done his thing in other industries and been very successful at what he does. Worked for some big name companies. I don't need to mention them, but he's now basically kind of doing his own thing and has found himself kind of an admirer of the hobby. And though he does fly and stuff like that, he doesn't really get out and race. But he just enjoys being in a part of the industry and the hobby. So he's created his own store. He's been doing his own thing. He's got his own OEM parts that he's getting OEM'd from other manufacturers under his label. Providing some great support. Everybody I know that's dealt with him, that's had issues before I even met him, had great customer service from him. So after getting to know him, I helped him clean up his shop, and he helped me out by giving me some freebies here and there. And now we're kind of doing a little thing where he's helping support Zero Ground, and I'm helping support him. We built a Airpix A5 for him a couple weeks ago, sent it back to him. He's going to be sending us some more stuff. I'm going to build some copters for him here and there. So I got a cool package yesterday. He sent me some motors I knew he was sending me, and he sent me, I had a TBS Unify I bought from him that actually had a broken button. TBS asked him to warranty it, so he sent me a new one. Well, I opened it up, and inside the box, I had this. The new Horizon Inductrixx FPV. Now, I have gone ahead and added a small little change to the packaging there. Another innovation by Jesse P, as you can see. So there you go, Jesse Perkins. For those that don't know, Jesse Perkins created these guys here, which I have 3 of, which are custom built tiny whoops that I did myself off of the tiny whoop kind of basis, which Jesse Perkins from Tiny Whoop actually came up with. So just a little history about this. These were originally regular Inductrixx. They had these little shells on them instead of the cameras. Had no FPV. They're about 60 bucks. You buy them, you can fly them around. This guy here is actually a fake Inductrixx or cloned Inductrixx. It's the Eachine version. So this little guy is basically a cloned version of the Inductrixx. So we'll take that out though. Just wanted to show that I have kind of a few of them, just comparison wise. Each of these are actually slightly built differently. They all have different cameras and all have different antenna setups and everything. But these guys are awesome. They're built off of a little $50, $60 copter. You add a little $30 or $40 camera VTX system. You upgrade the motors for about 15 to 20, 30 bucks, depending on which ones you use, and grab some better batteries. In this case, we're going to use a Venom or a MyLipo DE. So do all that, and for about $100, $120, you have this guy. And it's very capable. There's sweeping the nation by storm. Jesse and the Tiny Whoop crew have done an awesome job of providing the builds for these, the build guides, and also the parts, and kind of getting all these parts really much more available in the US. So oddly enough, or funny enough, Horizon took notice. Jesse and the gang, from my understanding, had meetings with Horizon. This is not them stealing the idea. However, they did decline a partnership with Tiny Whoop and instead decided to do it themselves. So, I can't hate on them, right? I mean, Tiny Whoop took their aircraft and made it a Tiny Whoop. So, in theory, it's not a big deal to me, at least. I personally, I love Tiny Whoop. I love Team Big Whoop. Jesse, Jared, Jordan, Zach, everybody, man. You guys are killing it. Y'all are top notch, top of the top, right? Love that stuff. However, I do not really support the whole, trying to shut down using the word Tiny Whoop. For me, I think it's a great little name. I think it's great that y'all trademarked it. Y'all deserve to use it in all legal forms. Somebody else, uses it illegally, shut them down. But I'm just saying, don't hurt me for saying this might be a tiny whoop. It technically is, right? So let's take a look at it. We haven't opened one up yet, so we'll open one. Here we go. So inside, just like a standard Inductrixx, you get their little battery, but this time instead of being 145 milliamp, this one's a 200. So they put a decent battery in it. That's good because the original battery would not work with these whoops because it's just not enough power with the extra weight added to it. Now, I have no idea anything really about whether or not they changed the motors. We all assume they did. So I'm going to assume the motors are changed to something upgradable. Besides that, I mean, it's literally pretty much the exact same thing there. I think it looks like they did change the connector. Nope, same connector. Yep. So all that's the same. It does have its own little kind of just a dipole antenna in there instead of, the clovers that we've been using. A lot of people have switched to dipoles, though. See if we can get this thing opened up. A little screwdriver, and we'll open this thing up just to take a look inside. I know people want to see the difference. The only real flaw that I've heard this thing has is that's the channel button. And I've heard when you crash, it'll change the channel sometimes. So I've seen people, Surge over at PyroFlip RC, I know, altered his. Take the lens cap off there. Oh, there is one all the way down. I need to use my smaller screwdriver to reach down in there. Alright, so there you go. It's got a little connection, it looks like, inside to where you can actually pull the connector off. It's got a kind of all-in-one VTX that's been separated off of the camera, so interesting. Besides that, it's your standard Inductrixx in there, right? So there you go. We will put this thing back together. And so this thing is $99 as it sits right here, bind and fly. So you're looking at about $40 extra for the camera, VTX, and the canopy. And what we assume is an upgraded motor and an upgraded battery. So all in all, the price point is great. I mean, I will say the thing that, Horizon did do here was they kind of chopped the knees off of all these guys trying to make a couple extra bucks, and part of that is Inductrixx or Horizon controlled the cost to the vendors of the regular Inductrixx. So, if you figure you've got to buy one for $50, put $20 in motors, $40 in camera, and let's say $5 on a battery, well, you're at about $10 higher than this already, and that didn't include a mount or anything. So I'd say that it's really cool that, they came out with this. They priced it right at the right price. You can get a model that actually has the radio. I believe it's like $20 more. And then you can have one that has like the radio and the little monitor, and it's like $199. I don't even remember. I'll be honest. I don't remember the pricing. So what else? So there you go. We will take my Venom there. We'll take a Venom battery. Interesting. It doesn't. Venom battery is a little skinny. I'm going to use a MyLipo just because it fits a little better. Yeah, Venom battery is the first time I've used it in this one. It's a little skinny for it. So there we go. Turn my DX6 on. We'll bind it. And we are off. All right, that battery apparently was not 100%, so, but we did take off. It felt pretty good. Let's throw another one in there. I'm gonna throw that. I know this venom is charged, but all right. I have to say, it feels punchy enough. Whoa. Definitely, feels like a Inductrixx. Feels like an Inductrixx, right? Let's throw some goggles on real quick. Check out the video from it. So I'm going to throw on 2 crosshairs on my LaForge here. There you go. Power it on. Take this thing for a spin, right? Give it a quick search. There we go. We are on 5740. All right. And good clean picture. Nice, nice. We will give it a good recording here. And here we go. Let's see what we can get upstairs here. Wow. I have to say, this is a much cleaner and better picture than my Inductrixx tiny whoops that I've made with the other camera systems. And I will say the antenna is definitely working pretty dang good. And the thing feels, whoa. Oh. It definitely feels great. I mean, performance-wise, this thing is smooth, man. Uh-oh. Out of the sink, baby! Yeah! Oh, man. That was a hard landing. I was trying to grab it. Yeah. Dude. I have to say, I'm impressed. And at the price point, I'd buy me a Horizon Hobbies Inductrixx FPV if I wanted to get started, just because of how simple and easy it was. Wow. Very, very impressed. Out the box. Good job, Horizon Blade. Great price point. Jesse, all you do is, without you guys, we wouldn't have this. Thank you, man. And let's go tiny whoop it up, baby. Fly safe, fly smart. Just fly for fun. Fly tiny whoop. Peace.